What's up, everyone, and welcome back to
Yeah.
another episode of the Optics Podcast. This is Miles, and with me are Mark, Jamo, Chef Jello, welcome back, and Robbie.
Welcome
Yan, welcome
back.
back, Chef Jello.
Thank
Bago
you,
tayo
thank
magsimula,
you.
kamustahan muna. Kamusta ka, Chef Jello? How's life?
Mabuti naman, mabuti naman. Meron lang mga
Nagbabalik.
inasikaso kaya nawala. Pero
Ma.
salamat sa kasing init ng Philippines Hammer na pag-welcome back at na-miss ko kayo boys and I
Oh.
miss the I miss our audience at ang mga patuloy na nanonood sa ating podcast. Hello po sa inyong lahat
Yeah.
at excited ako na sa mga pag-uusapan natin ngayong episode.
Ayan. Thank you, Chef
Ayan.
Jello. Tama-tama, marami talaga tayong pag-uusapan ngayong episode. At magsimula na tayo. Meron tayong update from our UP Judo men's and women's team. Care of Team Manager Robbie Solis.
Yes.
Robbie, kumusta? Kumusta ang judo?
Kakatapos lang ngayong weekend, April 11 to 12. And I'm happy to report na nagkaroon ng back-to-back silver.
Yay!
Yay! Congrats!
Overall yan, no? Overall yan
Ah,
sa lahat ng nung overall the entire
Categories.
judo category. Kasi 'di ba merong mga individuals na
mm,
nag-gold, 'di ba?
yes. Sige.
May individuals na
Isa-isahin mo.
nag-silver, may individuals na nag-bronze. So
Sige,
overall the
Robbie,
entire
banggitin mo
team
naman yung mga members ng judo
got
team
silver.
na nakakuha ng medalya.
Yes. Sige. Isa-isahin natin. Ang congratulations sa mga judoka na nakakuha ng gold. Sa minus 53 kilograms, si Anika Benice Caminero. Minus 63 kilograms ng women's. Si Joel Darlene Ting. 55 kilograms, si Yejun Lee. Yan. Yan yung since high school, nasa program na yan ng UP Men's Judo Team. So, congratulations.
Wow.
Graduating na siya. Meron pa tayong isa pang graduating, si Paulo Cruz. Yan, naka-golden yan. Congratulations. Okay, so sa silver naman, sa women's, si Gabriel Luisa Talawe sa minus 63 kilograms. Sa plus 78, si Rovi May Uhano.
Oh,
Ah,
Medeto.
congrats. Si Rovi nga pala yung Rookie of the Year ng women's judo. Tapos,
May ganun pala.
sa minus 78 ng women's also, si Lea Margaret Ladia. Tapos sa
Congrats.
bronze, minus 57 ng women's, si Maxine Bautista. Minus 60 ng men's, si John Paulo Almeida. Minus 66 ng men's, si Christian Michael Zuniga. Sa minus 81, si Carl Justin Almeida. Sa heavy, si Miguel Enrico Javier. Tsaka sa minus 70, women, si Destiny Graciel Senopera. Yon, so congrats sa kanila lahat.
So nag-silver yung buong team dahil nag-accumulate ng points kapag may bronze medal,
Yes.
bronze, silver, gold, ganun ba?
Iba na
Okay.
Iba na yung nakigis ng sistema ng mga men's and women's ngayon, no? Dati kasi meron pang group category yan kung saan
Oh.
tigli-5 ang maglalaban for the winning team. Yan. So, 5, tapos kailangan 3 yung manalo. At least 3 yung manalo para masabing panalo ang UP or panalo
Doon
ang
sa group category.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Alam mo na nakakatuwa kasi nung unang araw talagang medyo naghahabol tayo sa standing, like sa men's category, 2 lang yung nakakuha ng medal tapos pareho pang bronze. I think sa women's meron din isang gold tsaka isang bronze. So lahat ng ibang team parang medyo hindi naman far ahead, pero leading leading na sa standings. So, pa mga fourth by the end of the first day. Tapos, ayun, biglang biglang umulan ng mga medalya ng second day. So, thank you UP community kasi punong-puno eh. Kaya nagganahan yung mga men's
So
and women's.
malaking bagay talaga yung no, yung support. Yung
Oo,
nararamdam
sobra.
nila na nandun.
Of course.
First time kong makakita na halos puno yung bleachers ng UP side ng UP side sa judo.
Yan lang bang martial arts event sa UAAP?
May pa ba?
I think
Taekwondo.
may
May iba ba?
taekwondo, di ba?
Taekwondo. Okay.
So
Nice.
ayun, from last year, yung men's judo silver, tapos yung women's judo 5th place. Pero ngayon, nag-rake in tayo sa points. So parehong naka-silver ngayon.
Galing.
Ako I'm very happy na malaki yung na-contribute sa overall standings. So, diba?
Right.
Kahit hindi kampiyon, I'm sure na darating din tayo dyan na babalik sa champion ulit.
Pero Robbie, what do you think will it take for the UP judo team, both men and women, to finally bag the gold for next season?
Ako, consistency lang. Kasi nakikita ko naman yung mga training, magaling naman yung mga boys and girls natin. So, yun, consistency lang kasi hindi naman tayo yung yung defending the title. Minsan nagkakaroon lang ng gap dahil gumraduate na yung mga yung ibang mga veteranong player. Or minsan nagkakagap dahil sa recruitment. Pero it's all part of the game. So
Right.
consistency lang. Darating din ang men's and women's judo towards the championship.
Ayan.
So yun, congratulations.
Congrats!
Congratulations. So congratulations to our men's and women's judo team. Now, dumako naman tayo sa isang ongoing na laban, no? So natapos na po ang ating judo competition, but we are still on the road to the Final Four, especially sa ating women's volleyball team. Mark, kumusta ang updates? May pag-asa pa ba tayong makarating sa Final Four?
Napakasikip na ang road, no? Yung road na yan, apat na lane before ngayon. Diyos ko, iskinita na lang, no? Ang road
Wait
natin.
lang, Mark, bago ka magsimula, gusto ko lang po sabihin sa lahat na si Mr. Mark Ordonez po ay kung pwede nating tawaging isa sa mga subject matter expert or authority in UAAP volleyball, isa po siya doon.
Isa sa pinakamarami, pero maraming expert sa X. Aminin niyo yan. Maraming kanya-kanyang predictor, no?
Yes.
Well, we are all being written off already, at least for our Final Four contention. Pero there is still a mathematical chance. Although this albeit a mathematical miracle para tayo makapag-Final Four. 0.00001% it would seem. And there would see
fight natin yan.
kailangan
We'll
natin
take
manalo for UP women's volleyball team, no? Kailangan natin manalo yung last two games natin versus Adamson and then UST this coming Sunday. And then we would need for certain things to happen as well. For example, FEU would need to win versus their Adamson match this Saturday. And then we would need NU to defeat also UST when they meet next Wednesday, no? So that at the end of the day, we're all going to be 7-7 win-loss record. Us, tayo, Adamson, and then UST. And then kung mangyari yon, magkakaroon ng super mega step ladder, assuming obviously na maging undefeated ang Lasal until the end of the season. So, That means obviously that we will need to pray very, very hard and hope obviously that the girls will be able to perform really, really well this Wednesday against Adamson sa QPAB, di ba? So
Mm.
umaasa ako na madilim naman sa QPAB, sana hindi makita na maayos sila. Sila Mordia at saka sila Shaina Nitura, madilim ng konti. Gamitin na natin lahat ng kulam at lasom
Si
natin.
Ate
Para to.
Monitura, iba no?
Iba.
Iba
MVP ang
yung galing.
numbers niya. Sabi nga nila, ang pwedeng agenda na lang natin is that
Halimaw.
i-prevent natin mag-MVP si Nitura. Parang ganyan. And hopefully, we'll be able to get decent numbers for Nina Itang so that she gets her fourth second best middle blocker nod by the end of the regular season. So there is still a chance for our UP women's volleyball team. At this point in time, we are still ranked 6th. But even at the end of the season, if we get into that triple tie at fourth place, then we will be able to get into that competition still post the regular season, and get possibly, imagine, pag manalo tayo ng championship, coming from sixth place and then mag-step ladder natin, tapos matalo natin ang Lasal, todo talagang Cinderella run yan ng Reglandia. Bonggang-bongga, di ba?
Pero ang
Talagang
sasabihin ng mga tao sa'yo, delulu take yan.
Delulutek talaga. Ang bonfire natin, susunugin talaga natin ang buong diliman. Ganun, sunugan
Okay.
talaga ng lahi dyan, no? Our men's team is also going to be working against or competing against Adamson this Wednesday. We're seeing to make sure that we just at least secure also 6th place, no? Since Adamson and UE is already more or less on the 7th and 8th place. So at least we'll be able to, be able to come up with decent wins, at least in these last 2 games for the men's team. But for the women's team, like I mentioned, meron pa tayong konting chance. And I invite everybody to watch these last 2 games. If you cannot make it on this Wednesday, maybe on Sunday, so that we can go ahead and witness the last games of some of our UP legends, in the women's volleyball team, like Ira Haboneta, Joan Monares, and especially Nina Itang. Nina Itang is possibly on her way to be able to join the Alas team, our national team. She's showing the numbers, she's showing the talent, and I feel like she would really need to get that invite soon because she's really one of a kind. She's been a great leader as part of the team, a great mentor, especially for our juniors and then also our rookies. So, ngayon pa lang sinasabi ko na thank you Nina, thank you Ira, and thank you
Yeah.
also Joanne for picking and choosing UP. It has been a great joy watching you grow. I know it hasn't been the easiest because nag-start tayo specifically ng career natin sa UAAP during, I think, the pandemic. But we decided to continue on and persevere and play our last playing year. So let's get those wins. Hopefully tomorrow and then on Sunday versus UST, our perennial rival sa volleyball. And if, who knows, alam mo yun, despite it being a mathematical impossibility, there's always miracle. And habang may bola, habang may laban, may chance. So let's go for it. Laban. Our volleyball teams, men's and women's. Good
And
luck.
also, Ira Haboneta could have gone somewhere. Ibig sabihin, not lipat, pero she could have stopped her UAAP journey with her UP journey last year. Natatandaan ko in one of the basketball games because my ticket is from Jan Jan. So katabi ko si Ira. So sabi ko sa kanya, Ira, thank you for choosing to stay for one more year. Tas very appreciative naman siya dun sa pagpapasalamat natin dahil nagstay pa siya ng 1 year. Mark, nandiyan ka na rin lang. At nandito na rin tayo. Wow. Okay, so as a volleyball aficionado in UAAP, and your blunt answer, are you disappointed with our ranking, both men and women? You can break it down both for men, women. If you are disappointed, why? If you are okay, why?
Honestly, for example, for the teams itself, at least for our own players, I feel like they think, and I think they really felt that they had a good chance this year. Nagpatato pa nga sila ng 88 eh. Most of our seniors did. We reloaded our team with talents from the UE Red Warriors, di ba? Jelay Gajero, Madriaga, Casey Dongallo. Yes, obviously, we had the unfortunate situation of Casey being injured, but still, we had the core from last year. So definitely, we are expecting or we are hoping to actually do better as well. But one factor and one key thing is same to as basketball that we also need to factor in. The other teams are also reloading. Nagpapalakas din
Mm.
sila. This core of FEU and Adamson has been playing for quite some time also. And they have been more, alam mo yun, engaged at least in training. And then they've been also improving their own system. So kung nagpapalakas tayo, nagre-reload tayo, sila din nagpapalakas. At napakita talaga nila, deserve talaga ng FEU at saka Adamson, especially the progress that they made during the off-season. And they are showing that already this season. I'm not gonna be surprised. And I apologies, marami akong friends sa UST. But I feel like baka UST ang sumama sa atin sa second trip ng bus paalis ng UAAP this
Uwi.
season. Because alam mo yan, they have been inconsistent when it comes to their performance. They got beat by Adamson in straight set over the weekend. So I feel like it's gonna be Adamson and FEU reaching the final four on this one, step laddering all the way to LaSalle. But unfortunately, I feel like it's gonna be LaSalle for this season. And disappointed. I feel like the men's team could have done better. I honestly feel so, and I feel like that's something for them to reflect on. The women's team, I feel like we did better in the second round, but because of some injuries and because we didn't have the talent of Casey Dongallo, for example, who was a core centerpiece also of our attack or our offense, we really came back, for example, with some difficulties and especially on the closing stages of certain matches. I feel like they would be disappointed, possibly as a team, because they were hoping obviously to do better.
But
Pero
are
what
you?
I can say, ako personally, with the fight that they've shown via during the FEU match, I'm happy still for them because
Okay.
I don't think they should feel disheartened because they've shown that they are fighting and they are adjusting. If I am going to be disappointed a little bit, maybe I feel like they could have prepared a little bit better, but I am attributing it maybe on the system or the preparations that were made to them. And
Okay,
I'm
Mark.
pointing.
Buti nabanggit mo yan.
Oh,
May dalawa pa akong tanong sa'yo eh. So
ayan,
first,
sige.
do you think we're not recruiting or hindi tayo gustong puntahan ng mga blue chip recruits?
Hindi naman siguro.
Hindi
I
naman
think
siguro.
hindi naman siguro. I feel like, for example, if the blue chip recruits perhaps would be considering a team that they would want to go to, I feel like they would like to go to a team where they can go ahead and feature their talent and shine. Diba? And then also, syempre, kung may mga offers on the side. UP, for example, as a destination, is a good destination naman kahit papano. No? We just need, for example, all of the support as needed. But we cannot also take it away from certain, that they would like to go to a winning program or a program that has produced talents that made it well in the pros. And LaSalle might be one of those teams that can promise that. But aside from LaSalle, I mean, I think we're all in equal footing already with the rest of the other teams. Ateneo hasn't been as strong as the previous generations that they've had. So I feel like we are still naman a destination. It's not really a deterrent for teams to consider or players to think if they're gonna be going, for example, to a FEU, Adams, or a UP. I think all of them are on equal footing.
Alam mo kung ba't ko natanong yun? Kasi di ba ang point mo, sabi mo, okay, nagpalakas tayo, nagpalakas din sila. Nag-recruit tayo, nag-recruit din sila. But they're in they have better rankings. So do they have better recruits?
They did not have better recruits. They had better consistency in training. Kasi si
Okay.
Shai Navitura nandun naman na last year eh. 'Di ba?
Right.
Itong mga team players mismo ng FEU nandiyan na rin sila last year eh. But they all became solid. They stayed with the same coach. And they got to train.
Yan ang tanong ko next. Kasi binanggit mo system and training, 'di ba? Eh 'di ba ang dami natin naririnig na alingas-ngas kay Fabio Menta from Coach E.
Gusto mo talaga maging controversial, ha?
Ano ba yung mga naganap
ba't
dyan,
hindi ko
Mark?
mag-feedback? Ano masasabi mo?
Saan ba?
Oo.
I wouldn't be... Ang sabi nga sa Congress, I'm not going to be incompetence to answer that because I don't know.
Mm.
Ikaw ba?
I am not also going to be at competence to answer that because I'm not a coach. And
Mamatay?
I am not.
Mamatay kahit
Oo,
yung mga ano mo, inside scoop?
wala akong alam na inside scoop.
Ay,
But
ay,
what
ay.
I can say is that they would be disappointed with the results. Definitely. They would be disappointed in the results. If they're not disappointed with the results specifically, then I don't think they should be competing in the UAAP.
So what can you say about the coaching of Fabio Menta?
I
His
feel like
system?
for example, they struggled earlier in the season. I felt like some consistency coming from the last season and the momentum that they had for the last system probably was not carried over as easily. I feel like there may be some rules that the team has been adjusted. I feel like there should have been more focus on making sure the team gelled during that season.
Yeah.
And there were some experimentations, I think, that were done
Mm.
during the season that I feel like, okay, is this the right time that we are doing it? Alam mo yon, it's all,
The
alam mo yon, part
libero.
of the journey.
Oo.
The libero
Eh,
experiment.
Minsan
so
libero si Ira Haboneta.
I feel like that was justifiable naman na kailangan mag-rebel kasi hindi nagper-perform din at certain times yung two main liberos natin or they are
Mm.
injured or they were sick ganyan. Pero yung isang game na all of a sudden ginawang opposite si Itang for example, I'm
Oo.
not sure where for example that happened or where for example that consideration may have been thought of. Kasi like what I said, even on basketball, if certain things, certain rotations, certain plays were not practiced during the off-season, hindi yan mag-materialize during the actual season in
Mm.
competition.
No.
'Di ba? Kung hindi niyo yan pre-practice or nilaro on an actual game on a different time, why would you think that in a competitive game all of a sudden it would work? Ano yan? Professionals ba tong team mo? Miracle workers? It's not that
Pelikula.
situation. So,
Pelikula
there
yung
are some
bigla na lang.
questions. I can see during X obviously questioning some of the decision making. But truth be told, wala namang minahal na coach ang Reglandia ever since. But I would say that for somebody that is boasting a alam mo yon, a record of experience, global in nature, ganyan, na should be better, scientific, ganyan.
Mm-mm.
Well,
He fell
sixth
short.
place. Na konti na lang eliminated na, virtually eliminated na. I think people who's part of the academy might need to rethink their enrollment. Yun na lang. Mm-mm. Or kailangan natin ng konting humility siguro, 'di ba? Humility, I would say. Kasi katulad ng sinasabi ni Alex Ayala, as she goes up to the rankings, the more and more she's getting that humility kasi she gets to realize that I can improve myself but everybody else is also improved me. And
Mm.
you get to know more about yourself as you compete more with other people. So, yeah. So, wag natin malitiin ang Philippine coaches.
So
No, magagaling din naman ang mga coaches natin sa Pilipinas.
what do you think will it take for us to improve our rankings for the next season and finally get that gold that has been
Yeah,
elusive?
consistency, gelling, quite important no? And being able to embrace and be able to discipline ourselves with the basics. Kasi some of the things, for example, that really edged the other teams edge us out on are some of the basics, no? Misreceive or misdig in here and there, di ba? In order for us to get to the attack. FEU just had a few more digs or reception that were well in order for them to set up the attack. In the end, nanalo sila by 2 to 3 points. And those are 2 to 3 points that matters for them in winning the set. So ganun
Mm.
lang talaga ang difference, no? So it's a paper edge difference. And if you're not going to be working on those basics, if your team are not comfortable with their roles, if we are not, kung wala kayong na pinapakitang special, wala kayong in-improve season after season, everybody would know what you're gonna be coming in with. And kung wala kayong bago, wala kayong special, wala kayong, alam mo yun, wala kayong, you're not gonna show any type of difference when it comes to how you're gonna be playing or attacking. Alam mo, people would just go ahead and, block the way, alam mo yun, and have you be predictable as predictable as you can. Then hindi kayo mag-progress.
Grabe,
Consistency.
no? Miles Jamot, both yung sinabi ni Robbie at ni Mark, consistency. Yun yata ang key sa
Yeah.
sports.
Yes, that's very true.
Kasi
And
Yeah.
performance, human performance, hindi naman palaging at the top, 'di ba? Minsan bumababa. Kaya laging keyword yan consistency. Like
Yeah.
people have to
Paulit-ulit.
train consistently, o 'di ba? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Hindi
ganun.
pwede na,
Kahit
no,
saan
middle
naman.
ka naman all the while. And all of a sudden, i-open ka or
Oo.
opposite ka. Ano ba yan?
it really helps na you get more reps, I guess, quality reps
Yeah.
na inuulit niyo yung good habits. You train the
Yeah.
good habits and you test them over and over again until second nature
Mm.
na siya sa'yo.
Yeah. So final plug, manood tayo ng last game ng ating men's and women's teams on Sunday in MOA. And kung may lakas pa kayo, takbo kayo immediately sa Blue Eagle Gym for our next topic.
Nagagawin mo.
Ana, kung magawa ko, lilipat ako teleport.
From saan ba yung
Yeah.
game ng ano? Saan ba yung game sa 19?
MOA Arena.
Ay, good luck.
Good luck.
Sunday
Yeah.
naman.
To be fair, may
So-
dalawang train lang. Dalawang train lang. At saka, yeah, Sunday naman.
We'll go ahead and try.
To be fair, on time naman nagsa-start yung games. Dito sa susunod na pag-uusapan natin, no, yung tinutukoy ni Mark. We have the Asia Basket NSAC 2026 kung saan nagpa-participate ang ating UP Fighting Maroons men's basketball team. We have an upcoming schedule this Sunday, April
So,
19,
na-research mo na ba
4 p.m.
yung ibig sabihin ng NSAC?
That's National Student Athletes Championship, no? NSAC, National Student Athletes Championship. Shout out to Jai Reyes, organizer of Asia Basket. Thank you for the media passes. Ayan, we are covering the NSAC. Uptakes Podcast is really happy to be covering the NSAC 2026, no?
Yes.
And like I mentioned earlier, napanood namin, I was there with Jamo and Robbie sa San Beda Gym to watch the opening games of the NSAC, specifically the first two games, no? Kasi yun yung merong UAAP schools involved. We had the FEU Tamaraws going up against the St. Clair Saints, and then we also had the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Actually, our first game in the NSAC, they went up against the LPU Pirates. Robbie and
Saan yung
Jamo
St. Clair?
sa Caloocan.
Caloocan.
North.
Okay. At least hindi na NU yung tinatanong natin na saan yung NU.
St. Clair na.
Oh.
Ayan. Shoutout kay Fran Lu kung nanonood ka ng podcast. Alam naman namin kung saan yung St. Clair.
Ay, ba taga doon ba siya? Okay.
Oh,
Oo.
Well, invite ka namin minsan, Fran Lu.
invite ka namin minsan, Fran Lu. Welcome ka
Okay.
sa Outtake Podcast.
Wait lang, ano ba to? Inaugural ba to? First season ba to? Ano ba tong
Yes.
NSAC
Hindi.
Asia Basket?
Yan yung
Hindi.
Phil Basket dati.
Yes.
Last
Yes.
season,
So actually-
last year may may home and away format naman na Asia Basket eh. 'Di ba? Is
Yes,
this
correct.
the same
Organization? Ano ba?
Same organization, yes, pero is it the same tournament na as
The
yung
organizer is the same.
Oo.
The tournament is different. Different yung wala siyang NSAC na pangalan last year.
Ah,
It
okay.
was a collegiate tournament, no,
Campus
last
tour.
year.
Parang campus tour
Campus
ata
tour,
yun.
correct. Asia Basket Campus Tour. It was a smaller tournament. It didn't have this many teams, no. For this year, they have 16 teams, not just from the
16.
UAAP and the NCAA, but actually from
UPAL.
other leagues, katulad nga na nabanggit natin kasama si St. Clair, no. So, yeah, as mentioned earlier, napanood namin yung game, and ano yung impression nyo? Ikaw, Jamo, umabot ka dun sa FEU Tamaraws versus St. Clair. Ano ang napansin mo sa FEU Tamaraws and anong itsura nila?
Tawag dito, Montel Shelton slim down. Yun yung una-una ko napansin eh. Parang tapos si Mocha natin lumapad. Hindi is not as skinny as last season. Hindi ko na maalala.
Tambak yun eh.
Tambak.
Tam-
For
So,
me,
sino ba
parang
nanalo? FEU?
pinaglalaro nila yung pagkain nila. Parang
Ah,
Oo.
pinaglalaro nila. At one point, parang papahabulin or tapos tatambakan. Yeah.
Did they play their
Nakahabol
super
sila.
rookies?
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
Burgos and Cabonillas weren't present
Yeah.
last weekend. Although may subsequent development ngayon, just today, came out via All-Star Magazine, si Burgos has already formalized his commitment sa seniors na FEU. So,
Mm.
Cabonillas watch na lang. Anyway, going back to our topic at hand, yung laro na yon, tinambakan talaga ng FEU. It was around 70 something to 40 something, no? Halos 30 points yung lamang ng FEU. And to St. Clair's credit, hindi yun dahil mahinang kalaban yung St. Clair. St. Clair was the champion in their league, no? And actually, dalawa rin yung FSA nila. So,
Ah.
this wasn't like an NCAA team na walang FSA. They were playing against a team with two FSAs. Pero tinambakan nila 30 points. The rookies, the FEU Diliman people, no, na they're trying to recruit weren't present. The people
Yeah.
who were present were actually yung mainstays nila from last year. And sina Mongkopa, sina Joric, sina Pasaol, they all played. I think they actually played heavy minutes. Di ba, Jama? Parang they actually played heavy
Grassroots.
minutes. And and yung bago nilang transferee from the UST Growling Tigers, si Zayn Mahmood. Zayn Mahmood also slimmed down.
Yeah. Yun din.
Uh, yeah. The noticeable thing about Montel Shelton, no, between him and Mo Konate, it's clear, at least based on that one game, no, it's
It's still
clear
Mo.
na si Mo Konate pa rin. Yeah, it's still Mo Konate.
Ang
If
bagal ni
there's
Shelton
going
eh.
to be a main FSA, yeah,
si
over
Mahmood
Montel
ba
Shelton.
considered local?
Oo.
Yes.
Gilas yun, no?
Still foreign siya. Yeah, Gilas
Batang
siya.
Gilas.
Till-am siya.
So, wait, hindi ko gets, Miles. Ang sabi mo, hindi dahil mahinang kalaban ng St. Clair, pero tinambakan. So, bakit? Bakit natambakan?
So, ano yun, no? Despite the fact na hindi naman mahinang kalaban ng St. Clair, FAU really improved. Yung core nila from last year, they're complete. Yung
Mm-mm.
starting five nila, that almost, if we should remember, no? This FAU team finished at 7-7. 7 wins, 7 losses sa elimination round last season. They struggled at the beginning, pero nakahabol sila towards the end, no? So, it looks like this is the continuation nung season-ending momentum nila from last year. Mukhang may carry-over factor. They have a good transferee in in Zayn Mahmood, no? And they don't
They
have
have the
the
MVP.
recruits yet. They have the MVP, si Pasaol. And it seems from their bench players last year, ang mukha nag-improve talaga dun si Luke Felipe. Luke Felipe is a really good shooter,
Shooter.
no? Medyo matangkad na shooter. And then, of course, si Mongkopa. Mongkopa also played well in that game. He was a menace on the
Grassroots.
inside.
Hindi, tsaka si Joric, ano din maaasahan.
Sorry.
Yes. Si Joric din. Joric scored key baskets. Pero yun nga, the sobrang tambak, they didn't really have to rely on Joric. Si Joric was actually kalma-kalma lang. Ang
Oo.
talagang naghatid sa kanila, si Mo Konate. Mo Konate was the difference maker in that game talaga. Like, hindi, no mercy mode si Mo Konate in that game. Kaya nakain niya yung dalawang FSAs ng
Mm.
St. Clair. No match talaga. Like, sa quality ng FSAs nagkatalo. Iba si Mo Konate talaga. Like, marami siyang pahihirapang bigs in this upcoming season.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Kahit
Well,
si...
let's see.
Let's see. Sige, wag nating i-preempt.
And ayun nga, aside from that, the other
Tot
one, I
FSA
think
natin yun eh.
actually, FSC natin siya dati.
Totga.
Totga ba natin as FSC? Tingnan natin. Uh, then we also watched the second game. No? Punta tayo sa second game. The one where we should probably take up bigger interest in kasi makakalaban natin to agad this coming weekend. No? We saw the Ateneo Blue Eagles play the LPU Pirates. It wasn't a blowout, but it also wasn't really a nail biter as well. Ateneo won by around 7 or 8 points against the LPU Pirates. Actually, umabot pa ng double digits yan. Lumapit na lang yung LPU Pirates. Uh, this was a team that yung LPU, referring to LPU, they didn't have an FSA, of course, being an NCAA team. They had a small pero chunky front line. Pero the difference maker here was really the two FSAs, though. Once the ball reached Divine Adili or si Barua, yung
Barua.
backup
Sultan
FSA
Barua.
nila, Sultan Barua, wala na, no match na. Like, easy 2 points na yun. So, you could chalk it up to that. But, may breakout player ng Ateneo. Who stood out for Ateneo for you guys? Kayo, Robbie and Jamo.
Alas.
Alas.
Yeah. Kiefer Alas. He was the player of the game. He scored 21 points.
21 points. Slow
Sa
start
dami
na.
ng finield ng Ateneo, nakakapahinga na si Bahay dahil may shooter, may daming FSA. So, okay din yung strategy ng Ateneo in the sense na collect and select.
Mm-mm.
Eventually, they will have their final lineup for UAAP. Ano lang yan, siguro Hunger Games yan, kung sinong mas gutom. Yun yung pipiliin nila. Tapos, yung, sorry comment lang ako sa venue. Nakadagdag yun sa init ng ulo ng mga, di ba nag-aaway na yung mga player.
Si Bronny James.
Siguro nakadagdag sa init ng ulo yung yung temperature ng venue. So,
Walang aircon?
Wala.
Yung malaking industrial fan sa taas, yun.
Yun ang aircon.
Pero I guess part yun ng home court,
experience.
'di ba?
Yeah.
Kanya-kanya sigurong yan. At least we got a taste of San Beda. Okay naman eh. Okay naman.
We got a taste of San
Mainit
Beda.
lang.
So, napanood
Power.
niyo Ateneo in their recent game. Upcoming game natin against them this Sunday. Anong maging fearless forecast at tingin niyo mangyayari?
Biased UP.
Scheduled
Hindi
win
tayo
yan.
eh.
Scheduled win yan.
Scheduled win yan.
Scheduled win for us yan.
Tingin ko
Ah.
kulang pa sa may pieces ang Ateneo, they're not a walk in the park. Pero I don't think na nag-gel together na sila long enough.
Yeah.
Medyo kulang pa. Ang UP
Yeah.
matagal na yan magkakasama eh. Yung mga player natin. So, yun ang advantage natin over there.
Bagong hugot ni Tab yan
Oo.
lahat eh. Most
Sige,
of it.
so sabihin natin na na scorer si Alas. Pero it's not a one-man team. You
Tas
need
yung-
all the players in order to win.
Tapos yung pinantapal nila for the basketball season, wala na.
Mm.
Si
Sinaladi,
kay
Escobar.
Manny Ladi, tsaka sino isa?
Escobar, tsaka si
Escobar.
Lazo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nag-MPBL na. Oh.
Batang Kankalo na.
Mm.
Actually, to be fair, to give credit to Alas, he's the real deal, no?
Yeah.
Yung 21 points niya, no small feat yun. He started slow actually. Medyo nag-struggle siya sa una. Kinakain siya ni Mac Guadagna ng LPU. But he found his rhythm in the second half. Tapos biglang sunod-sunod na yung tres niya. He was driving strong to the basket. Ang magandang comparison sa kanya, well, at least personally, think of 3D Ravenna nung bumalik na siya from his year off, nung lumaki na yung katawan niya. Parang advanced version of 3D Ravenna siya na nilagay mo yung na 3D Ravenna ginawa mo siyang isang first year player. Ganun yung itsura ni Kevin Alas. But of course, again, like Robbie said,
Kiefer yan.
ano eh.
Kiefer.
Sorry, Tama? Kiefer Alas. Ganun si Kiefer Alas. But like Robbie said, hindi siya, basketball is not won by one game. Yung iba nilang recruits, just a quick impression, this is just based on a one game sample size. Si Logan Baltazar, we heard a lot of hype around surrounding him, no, na he's like the next versatile Ateneo forward after Kai Balungay and Kimani Ladi. He's not at that level. He's from the same
Yeah.
mold. Makita mo na nandun yung parang yun yung play style niya. Pero hindi siya
Not yet.
kasing explosive. Not yet there. Not yet there. We need
Mm.
siguro baka he needs more reps. We don't know. And then si Grayson Rogers, very athletic. But again,
Bronny
we have to see
James.
more. Si Bronny James, si Bronny James, Grayson Rogers. But the two FSAs, ang talagang impressive from them were Kiefer Alas and yung dalawa nilang FSA, both si Adili and yung backup nila si Sultan Barua. They were both good. Sultan Barua kind of reminds me of Francis Noruka without I guess with less finesse, yung talagang straight up sentro lang siya. Pero
Si
maliksi
Chris
na
Bosh.
si Chris Bosh.
Siya naman. All-star team eh.
So yun ang impression natin sa Ateneo at least heading into our matchup against them. Pero kaya-kaya natin. We shouldn't of course we have to watch out. Malakas yan. That's also a Tab Baldwin coach team. However, like what Jamo said, they don't they haven't gelled yet as much as our team has gelled. Although even tayo rin naman, we're still in the process of building chemistry. Pero
Mm.
in terms of building chemistry, mas behind the curve pa ang Ateneo than us. And I think that should be the difference, at least for Sunday's game.
So, we have a 24-man roster, tama ba?
Nasa ganun.
We have, yeah,
21?
24. Yeah,
22. 24 ba?
24.
Parang
24.
24-man roster.
24, yeah.
Including the new recruits. Sino ba ang mga newest recruit natin nga?
Si Kiyo.
Si Kiyo. Siya na yung latest, no?
Oo.
Yes.
Ano ba yan? Keep up naman sa grassroots natin.
For the
Si,
benefit
yeah,
of our audience.
si Sean
Isa lang?
Franco. Syempre, of course, for UP we have for UP we have our transferees coming in, yung mga naglaro sa Team B last season, sina
Mm.
Elliot Di Maculangan, Russell Ogana. We have si James Payosing, of course, and
Poyos.
Poyos, RV Poyos, and then of course
Ekarma.
our Team B boys,
VJ
Ekarma
Pre.
and Panahon. VJ Pre, of course, who we
You're
cannot forget
forgetting
VJ
VJ
Pre.
Pre.
And of course, our new FSA, si Deontay Miles, si Raf Miles. And we have a new rookie commit, no? Si Sean Franco from the Arellano Chiefs. The Arellano Chiefs finished runner-up. Second sila sa NCAA this season. Sean Franco won the season MVP. He is someone to watch out for. He also participated sa Slam Rising Stars and was part of the top 24 no ng NBTC. So
Mhm.
he should be good. He figures to be defensive wing at least for his rookie season, no. Occupying the role na inoccupy ni na Jacob Baila and Harold Alarcon when they were rookies. So hopefully yun din yung same trajectory that we see for Sean Franco.
Tall guard.
Should
Meron
be
din
good.
bang 1 year MF from NCAA to UAAP?
Wala kasi straight from high school si Franco eh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high school MVP siya. Yeah.
Okay. Juniors pala.
Yes. So,
Okay.
ready to play right away yan. Ready to play right away. And then of course, we also want fans no to come out and support the team when they play in the Blue Eagle Gym. Lusubin natin ang ating kapitbahay.
Punuin ng maroon ang Blue Eagle
Punuin ng
Gym.
maroon ang Blue Eagle Gym.
Maraming space doon. Punta po
Yeah.
tayo.
Lots of seats to fill for our faithful, no? Malapit lang ang campus, so to our UP students na nakikinig, let's support our team. And don't forget, no, the next week, supportahan pa rin natin sila. Maglalaro sila sa home court natin. We have games against the LPU Pirates. Like I mentioned, nakalaban nila yung Ateneo. This is a team that Ateneo beat. hirap sila against an FSA. So this is a team that will looks like they will struggle against Sean Alter and Gani Stevens. And then the next game, the final game of the elimination round against the Benil Blazers, we didn't see live a Benil Blazers game, no, but they also had a game in the previous weekend against the LPU Pirates, and nanalo sila against the
Nanalo.
Pirates. Alan Liwag was the player of the game. So should be a good challenge for our bigs, especially I think this is a good test for Raf Miles, though. Benil probably has the best set of big men
Bigs.
sa bigs sa kalaban natin, no, sa mga kalaban natin. So they should be a good test for us, yung Benil Blazers.
So parang 4 divisions ito, no? Kasi sabi mo 16 teams, tapos parang
Oo.
4 per division.
Yes.
Tapos paano ba yung
Group
format?
stage.
Paano ba yung format?
Round robin
So,
ka muna sa per
Single
group.
round.
Okay,
Single
tapos
round.
ilang mag-a-advance after nun?
Lahat.
Lahat. Walang
Lahat actually.
elimination. Ang bracket, determination of bracket lang siya, yung
Oo.
round robin. So, everyone gets a seat sa sa round of 16. Yun ang tawag nila ron. Magiging playoffs siya, starting from 16 teams, magiging 8, and then magiging 4, and then magiging 2, and then doon
So
manggagaling
yung pag
champion.
ganon-ganon, yung pag ganon-ganon.
Oo,
Oo.
ganun na nangyayari. So yung round robin, determinant lang siya ng kung saang bracket ka mapupunta.
Gotcha. Manonood naman tayong lahat sa Sunday, no?
Not me.
Ay, wala ka, Jamo.
Birthday ko yun eh.
Happy birthday.
Hindi manood ka, tapos kumain tayo
Nagaluin
after.
na lang ako ng tambak sa Ateneo.
Si Mark hahabol from MOA. Mark, hahabol ka?
Out of
Susubok
town
kung
ako.
kakayanin.
Try.
Pero may ticket ako.
Ayan. So wag natin kalimutan manood, no, this coming Sunday 4 p.m. at the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Talunin natin ang ating mga kapitbahay. Huwag kayong magpapatalo, guys.
Oo. And then the
of course,
following week sa sa
Home court?
UP Varsity Training Center, painitin natin yung malamig daw na aircon ng VTC. Damihan natin ang attendance.
Wait, saan yung venue ng against Benilde natin?
VTC
Yan
rin,
na ba?
both games.
VTC
VTC.
din.
Pwede
And
magiging natin
magkakaroon
sila ng
naman
warm
tayo ng
welcome
home
at
and away.
Kanton, bago manood ng game. Pwede magtaho bago manood.
Yeah, public service announcement, guys. May nagbebenta ng pansit canton at taho sa tapat ng UP VTC. Meron din coffee shop, yung Live and Leon, sa tapat ng UP VTC. Shoutout Gian Nealaga, no, one of the co-owners ng Live and Leon. A big UP basketball fan.
Ayan. Reminding everyone to go wear maroon during our games. Let's fill the venue with maroon and cheer our hearts out.
That's it,
Galoy
Pansit.
niyo na
Everybody enjoy the week, especially the UP Fair. Stay safe and stay dry and stay unhydrated.
Yeah, UP Fair.
Oh,
Week
pala.
nga pala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UP Fair.
Yeah.
Kailan magsimula yun?
Okay. Bukas.
Bukas na.
Wednesday.
And that wraps up our episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the Uptakes podcast. And as always, UP Fight.
UP Fight.
Bye.